And after I read your message, I became very pensive and started thinking deeply that what could be the meaning of chew the food. As I
Chew the
was
fat. It was
unfamiliar
chew
with
the
this,
fat.
chew the fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Baatein karna, right? So it made me feel really happy to think that I haven't even interacted with this lady and I have learned a very new expression, new idiom today. Yeah, even if I have been a teacher for last 2 months, when it comes to articulating my perspective about any particular topic, why I don't know why I become like a fish out of water and about all the rules of grammar. So I started my journey from scratch with the basics of grammar. So now I would say that English has transformed my life to a great extent. Actually, children have the behavior of not listening to their parents in just one go. If their mother is trying to say them something, so she is barking like a dog.
Afternoon, how are you? I'm excited and thrilled to see you on my channel today.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your platform, and I'm also equally delighted to be with you here.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. So I want to know about you. I was thinking that you are a teacher. When I asked you, you said, no, you are not a teacher. I don't know. I saw your, I think, profile pic, and from there I got to understand. Just I assumed that you are a teacher. So tell me a little about yourself.
Actually, ma'am,
Hmm.
actually, ma'am, I would like to tell you first of all that by profession I'm a homemaker, but in addition, I have been working as an English teacher and I have only 2 months of experience, so I don't consider myself as an English teacher. That is why I don't say to anyone that I'm an English teacher because I have very less period of experience of teaching and I'm not good at teaching if I honestly speaking. But yes, along with teaching, I'm getting better day by day. Learning lots of things like I'm improving my communication skills as well, my confidence, my pronunciation, and many more things. Yeah.
Okay. So in nutshell, you joined 2 months ago. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now
Yes, I
you
started
have
two
been
months
teaching
ago
in a
only.
regular institute.
Not, it's online actually, online session I provide, ma'am.
Okay. So now I understood. So do you want me to introduce for you, or you know about me so I can skip that?
Yeah. Surely I would like you to introduce me yourself in a nutshell.
Okay. Okay, Pooja. So as you know that my name is Manju Mishra, and as you have started teaching now, and I taught for 32 years in a regular institute, and then I retired in 2022, and since I run my channel, and I also provide online classes to beginners and intermediate level learners. So I have experience of 32 years, but still I feel that I'm learning every day because an enthusiastic teacher and learner, both. So while teaching, I feel that teachers learn every day. They enhance their skills, they upgrade their knowledge. So that's how I'm also learning bit by bit. And more than educational things, I feel that I'm learning technical things these days. So this is in nutshell about me.
Okay, delighted to know about you. Ma'am, honestly speaking, earlier I was afraid of connecting with you as I already knew that you have had many years of experience of teaching and English, so you must be very, like very eloquent. I would not be able to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you in a proper way. But now, when I started having conversation with you, I became, so comfortable with you. You're so kind.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
I can feel very comfortable now. Yes.
I don't know why
Just wait,
people
ma'am.
feel this
शिवाय
kind of.
बेटा आप अंदर जाओ है ना
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
my
your
kids
son?
are around me. Yes. Actually, on every Saturday they have holiday, so they are at home today.
Okay, all right. Okay. So tell me, what's there on your mind today? Do you have anything specific? If you feel like something special you want to discuss with me, feel free. We can certainly
Mhm.
discuss. Or if you want to discuss something that can motivate the other learners, how you started your learning journey, how you were skeptical before starting your journey, and then from learning to teaching. Okay. So this transformation, if you share with the viewers, I think that would be a great help because most of the learners, they feel that learning English is not a cakewalk for them. Okay. But what
Mhm.
I consider personally that learning English or learning any language, it's just a process and we should enjoy that process. And
Exactly.
sooner or later, we'll get to know something. If not everything, at least something we'll get to know. So that's how, if you take any language as a language, then it's easier. If you think to master that language, I mean, grammar part also, and each and every word and phrases and idiom, then it will certainly frighten you always.
Exactly. So, ma'am, first of all, I would like to tell you one thing that made me happy yesterday about you. After that, I would really love to share my journey, right? From learning to teaching.
Okay.
Last night when you dropped me message with let's catch up tomorrow and chew the food together, right?
Mhm.
So when I saw your message, I read your message loudly, and after I read your message, I became very pensive and started thinking deeply that what could be the meaning of chew the food, as I
Chew the
was
fat. It was
unfamiliar
chew
with
the
this.
fat.
Chew the fat. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was unfamiliar with that expression. I didn't even know that it is expression or something else. So I straightforwardly went to the chat GPT and asked the meaning of this expression. Chat GPT told me this is an idiom, and this is the meaning of its idiom is like gup shap karna, bateं karna, right? So it made me feel really happy to think that I haven't even interacted with this lady, and I have learned a very new expression, new idiom today. So I have, I could learn many more things after I connect with this person. So it made me feel really happy. Even I would say it made my day.
Thank you so much.
So thank you
Uh,
so much, ma'am, for
Yeah,
teaching me.
even I know that how long we had been trying to connect and what a difficult task it
Mhm.
was. It was somewhere I was thinking that it is a tough nut to crack to connect with Pooja, I think, because for so long we had been trying, and sometimes you
Yeah.
are not available, and sometimes I was out of station or due to my classes, I was
Mhm.
not available at your comfortable time. But yesterday I felt that Saturday we had decided. So let me message her if
Mhm.
she will be free. Certainly, I want to give her time. And today we are here. So thank you so much for all your kind words that you learned. Chew the fat. Chew the, because I asked you if you have any topic. Then you said,
Mhm.
ma'am, you decide. And I thought, let us just have a friendly talk, because I knew that you are a
Mhm.
teacher. So two teachers, when they sit and start talking, something or the other, they start discussing. Yeah. And deep down,
Yeah,
automatically
actually,
it becomes
ma'am,
a topic.
yeah, even if I have been a teacher for last 2 months, when it comes to articulating my perspective about any particular topic, why I don't know why I become like a fish out of water and I start feeling diffident. When it comes to discussing any topic with myself, I can articulate my perspective when I'm sitting idle and talking to myself. But
Okay.
I don't know what happens to me when it comes to sharing my views about any particular topic in front of others. I become very diffident and I start feeling uncomfortable. I don't know why. I become very conscious about people, what they will think about me, and I start thinking a lot what to say, what not to say, whether my sentences are going to grammatically correct or not. I start overthinking.
Now, this is what holds us back. If you start thinking that what
Exactly.
others are going to think, because you don't have control over their thinking. Why to think about that? Because
Exactly.
you have to think this, that I am improving. We all need to think this,
Mhm.
that I am improving. I am satisfied with my growth. That's enough.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you
actually, ma'am,
started
the thing
learning
is
and
that.
you started teaching now.
Mhm.
So you can see that what a drastic change you have now. Okay. So leave
Ma'am,
about
I
others.
don't
Others
know
will say
whenever.
all the way, no matter if you are fat, they will say, oh my God, why don't you go to gym? If you are very skinny, then they will say, कुछ खाया पिया करो यार. So they will always say something or the other. Okay. So don't think
Exactly.
about
Yeah.
others much. Yes, until and unless you
Mhm.
are not doing anything wrong, not committing
Mhm.
crime, then don't think much about others. Okay, it's a learning process.
Mhm.
And we all stuck at
Yeah.
a certain point. Like if any unknown topic somebody
Mhm.
would ask me to describe, then it would certainly become a difficult task for me too, or for
Exactly,
anybody,
ma'am.
or anybody.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so yes,
So this
over
is the
to
only
you. Yeah.
difficulty which I have been facing. So
Yeah.
yeah. So ma'am, let me tell you, I started my journey in 2024 in the month of May. Even I have a, still vivid memory, not only about the year, even about the month in which I started my journey. So the month in which I started my journey was May and the year was 2024. And ma'am, when I started my journey at that time, first I stumbled upon the Hati ma'am's video, which who is my best, motivation or inspiration, I would say,
Right.
because after watching her video, I, gathered some courage to start my journey as well with English language, and I started without a second thought, with full enthusiasm and heart full of energy. And I was quite adamant earlier because it has been my dream since my school days when
Mm-hmm.
I was in school. So I used to think that I have to learn this language by hook or by crook, no matter how many difficulties comes on my way, but I'm ready to face all those difficulties. But because of not having, guidance, any kind of guidance and conducive environment, I couldn't learn English language. But when I stumbled upon the Hati ma'am's video, so I thought that if she could, why couldn't I? So I started my journey with full enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
And first, I worked harder than the hardest on grammar part for 6 months, as I did not have knowledge even about the ABC of grammar. That was true that I learnt all the rules of grammar when I was in school, but I was very pathetic at grammar. I was really bad. I did not know how to frame sentences and about all the rules of grammar. So I started my journey from scratch with the basics of grammar. So first, I knew all the fundamentals of grammar, and gradually and slowly, I started framing small sentences. The sentences are commonly used in our daily life. How are you? What do you do? What are you doing? So these kind of sentences I started speaking, and I started observing my surroundings, and I started, describing every small situation, was around me.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, I created an environment for English language for me in order that I can become fluent in English language. So first, I inculcated, cooperated, or integrated the habit of self-talking in my daily routine. I started talking to myself, and it has been at least, I think, over 1 year to me since I have inculcated this habit of self-talking. And I would say, ma'am, self-talking helped me a lot. Like the habit of self-talking helped me to a great extent in order to improve my communication skills, my confidence level, even I would say pronunciation skills, right? So it helped me a lot. And I would say that initially I was afraid of interacting with the people, talking to them, as I was completely new and I was kind of introvert personality. But gradually and slowly, I started interacting with the people, and I started, becoming extrovert. I started feeling comfortable and confident with the people. So
Right.
now I would say that English has transformed my life to a great extent, because when I did not know any kind of word even about English language, so at that time I was very afraid of talking to people in my real life. But now I can confidently talk to people. I can confidently share my opinion about something. So it has completely transformed my life, and now I'm very happy because after learning this language, I feel that now I'm living my life happily and merrily.
True, true that.
Yeah.
So see.
And ma'am, I would say that I had never thought that one day I would be teaching. Really, ma'am, it was completely Herculean task for me to start teaching. And now I have been teaching for last 2 months. So I have been really enjoying the process. I have been also getting the better version of myself every single day.
So
So
what
it's a big thing for me that I
Ah,
have
yes,
achieved.
of course, of course, of course. You have achieved what you wanted to, isn't it? So,
Yes, yes.
what level of
Mhm.
students are you teaching? Are you teaching to school-going students or you are teaching spoken English? What is that?
Yeah, actually, I have three students. Two students are school going. One is in eighth grade. She is completely beginner,
Okay.
and the second one is in 11th grade. He is an intermediate level. Like he understands. If
Mhm.
he is given any topic by me, he can explain very well.
Oh, good.
Yes. And third is around 50 years old. He has taken my course just for casual talking, in order that I can listen to him and he can share whatever he observes in his day, just for casual talk.
So nice to know about your journey and the way you described, as you said that you felt skeptical before connecting with me. You don't look like that you have anything which you can say that you are not confident or you don't know this language or you are new to this language. All right. I know
Mhm.
the hard work behind it. I know. It's not simple because you worked for 2 years. You said that you started in the year 2024, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so every pinch counts. What you put in day by day, it did not happen in a day. Okay, so what would you say when
Mm-hmm.
you started? Your confidence level was down, you were skeptical, you were doubtful, you had a great self-doubt. But Dehati madam, she's an inspiration to everyone, all the ladies, not
Yes,
only
ma'am.
ladies, even she's inspiring men as well. Because her journey, when
Exactly, ma'am.
anybody would see that if she can do, then why can't I? She had
Exactly,
nothing.
ma'am.
She had nothing. And even today, also, if you compare with many other YouTubers, probably she has lesser than them. But still, her confidence,
Mm-hmm.
her diligent personality, and then that enthusiasm of learning is commendable. Is
Exactly, ma'am.
commendable. Everyone can learn something or the other from her life.
Exactly, ma'am. And the surprising thing about her is like she did not spend even a single penny, as she has revealed in many of her videos that she did not spend even a single penny to learn this language. So it is a great, inspiration. It is a big inspiration for many people because I have seen majority of the people they spend lakhs of rupees for learning English language. Still, they are not able to express themselves in a way they want to.
Yes, right. And see, this language is like today we see that Sachin Tendulkar, this cricketer, film actors, actresses, they speak so fluently. Were they the same earlier?
Mm-hmm.
No, they were not the same.
No.
They also started
Yeah.
learning once they grabbed this position. They felt that this language is now
Exactly.
important. Without this
Mm-hmm.
language, probably they would sound awkward and they would not
Mm-hmm.
be
Exactly.
fitting in this society. And because of that, they started learning, and they learned to this extent that now people are making videos and taking out their clips and adding into their videos, isn't it?
Exactly, ma'am.
Dhoni was not a good
Yes,
speaker.
yes, exactly.
Even still, you
Yes,
see, if
yes.
Indian cricket team, many cricketers, they are still learning this language. So we should never feel
Mm-hmm.
that we are the only ones, we don't know anything. Okay. And
Exactly,
this
exactly,
language
ma'am.
learning, if somebody is going to ask you Hindi words also, certain words we don't know. Speaking is something different, and knowing the language completely is is next to impossible. We can't know this.
Actually, ma'am, if someone is fascinated about learning any new language, can learn easily without finding it difficult. If you are fascinated, if you have deep desire, so you can learn. It can be a piece of cake for you. And if you are not fascinated, you are forced to learn any language, and you are taking a kind of pressure on
Hmm.
your mind to learn any new language. So no matter how easy the language is, still you cannot learn because you are not fascinated about that. And if
That
you're
is true.
fascinated, no matter how difficult the language is, you can learn without finding it difficult.
True, true, true. Even homemakers, they crave for
Yeah.
that. They don't have time. And even you see the ladies, those who have been working somewhere in different sectors, they are managing their families so well. They are raising their kids so well. They're taking care of themselves as well as their family. And some are craving for everything. So it's totally about your mindset, how you take up your
Hmm.
situation and your passion. If you want to do anything with a great enthusiasm, then no one can stop you.
Exactly, ma'am. Yeah, so ma'am, I have a question. As you mentioned in your introduction that you have had 32 years of experience of teaching, right? So after teaching English for many years, what is the biggest mistake you see English learners making again and again? And how can they overcome it?
Lovely question. Lovely question. It's not about only English. Language is something where here and there we make mistake. Sometimes we make mistake. If you go to
Exactly.
southern part of India, they sometimes can say that
Hmm.
सीता जाता है. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
उनके लिए जाता है जाती है is the same. ठीक है, they don't mind gender difference sometimes because they have a little lesser knowledge about this language, that's it. So the same thing, like once they start learning any language, it happens. While teaching English, I too found that even till class 12th grade, or when I used to take demo classes for the teachers for appointing them, I found the tenses mistake. that was the biggest mistake made by many of them. Or here and there, article and preposition, these things are very common.
Mhm.
But tenses were like somewhere, it was surprisingly, I mean, very awkward for a teacher. Like you are going to teach the students, and if you are not good to know about tenses, then it's like if you say he did not went. Okay, so
Mhm.
that kind of common mistakes I noticed even today also I find sometimes people those have been working, they are interacting with even foreign clients every day, but still this kind of mistakes take place in their conversation. But it's all fine if they are ready to, if they are receptive to improve their grammar or improve their mistakes, if they want to overcome their mistakes, then they can certainly do it. So grammar, if you talk about, and most of the people today, they say grammar is not important because they are surrounded by such kind of environment. There are many groups and many other
Mhm.
applications. So they can say this. But earlier, the situation was quite different. When I started teaching that time,
Exactly.
students did not have these kind of environment. They had to create
Mhm.
artificially this kind of environment. And that was not the fashion
Mhm.
back then also. Now this has become fashion. Each person wants to learn English because this has a global importance actually. So that was only the thing I noticed, that people were making mistakes in tenses, and today also I find that although they are fluent, but they make sometimes a tenses mistake. Now coming to
Exactly.
overcome, how to overcome, just be receptive. If somebody stops you, somebody tells you, in place of taking it to your heart, you should be ready to learn.
Mhm. Exactly.
This is what is important.
Exactly. Even I have seen, when someone is asked to describe their daily routine, they are able to describe their daily routine confidently without getting stuck or feeling hesitant. But whenever they are asked to describe their family's routine, their mother's routine, father's routine, mostly they may make mistake. They get confused, like with she and he. What should they do? What should they use? They should use doesn't or do. And in the hurry, mostly they use don't. She don't. He don't. So in tenses, they make mistake. Even I have seen.
Yeah,
And I have also seen majority of the not only co-learners but also YouTubers who started their journey with the grammar and now they say that grammar is not important to learn. Focusing on grammar, running after grammar is not so important. Just speak whatever comes to your mind. Just go with the flow. But I feel that grammar is really important part because why do I believe in learning grammar, in knowing about the basics of grammar? I have learned the English with the basics of grammar. And I feel that when we frame sentences grammatically correct, we have a different kind of satisfaction. And we feel, like we are sounding very
satisfied
natural
content.
and
Yes.
advanced.
Yeah, right.
Yes, yes, exactly. And our sentences are meaningful, are senseful. If you are framing sentences are making so many mistakes, you are not aware about the sentences that you are framing are grammatically appropriate or not. So you cannot sound natural,
Right. But here confidence matters.
right?
Some of them they speak even wrong English with great confidence. And some of them keep on thinking my sentences should not go wrong. So to achieve fluency, this is also important, that no matter whether with wrong English or right English, first you start speaking. This is also important.
Mm.
The same thing.
Ma'am, I always think while speaking English, like my sentences should be grammatically appropriate. Otherwise, my sentences are not going to have any kind of sense.
Right, right. And I too, when I started my channel, I was also always thinking this thing that later, maybe after 2, 3 years, if I watch my videos, I should not feel embarrassed to watch my own video, that what the hell I have spoken in this video. Okay. So because of that, I also always kept
Okay.
thinking about the correct English, maybe simple English, no problem, but it should be correct. So that was there in my mind as well. But yeah, if you ask today's people, maybe how is your routine? How is your routine? How does your routine look like? Or how did you spend your time? So now they get confused. Now in present tense, how to answer, in past tense, how to answer. So to some extent, if they learn grammar, I think that will give them better concept, better insights, and they can sound like a pro. So for that,
Exactly, you said right, ma'am. Actually, when someone is asked about their day, if we are asking someone like, how did you spend your day? They get confused. Like we describe our day in present tense or in past tense.
and what is
Like,
the
how
second
do you
form of
spend your day and how,
second form of the
yes,
verb? That also is a great difficulty to
they
get
get
the second
confused
form.
in these question. How do you spend your day? How did you spend your day? Right? They get confused in both these two questions, like how to describe it.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
don't have idea about regular verbs and irregular verbs. They feel that all the verbs can be changed by adding d or et, and it doesn't happen in
Yes,
English.
yes, yes,
So these things are there.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Anything more you
So,
want to
ma'am,
add?
if
Ah,
yes, yes, if you could give one piece of advice to someone who wants to become fluent within the next year, what would it be?
within the next year means still they have 6 months of time, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
So six
yes, ma'am.
months, I feel it's a good time period. If somebody is really
Mm-hmm.
enthusiastic, the very first thing they should do is they should start speaking with broken English without thinking of mistakes. Because no matter how much they read, how much they write, how much they learn grammar, how many words they have learned in their lifetime, they cannot speak until or unless they train their muscles. So, more than training your brain, for spoken English, you
Mm-hmm.
need to train your muscles, train your tongue, how to pronounce this
Mm-hmm.
language. It's a new language. We have never been speaking, and you are going to start now. We
Mm-hmm.
have read, we have studied. So, comprehending
Mm-hmm.
English, I think most of us know. Simple English, we can certainly understand. All of us,
Yes, yes.
those who have done even 10th grade. Yes. Even
Mm-hmm.
fifth grade, also, if we say they can comprehend English. So, what is important that start speaking and every day make up your mind that you have to add one value and enjoy that journey. One value, if you have added one
Mm-hmm.
word, you learned one grammar rule, you learned, as you said, that I learned a new idiom, chew the fat, and you became happy.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I also
Yes,
become
ma'am.
happy whenever I learn any new thing. Whenever I hear
Mm-hmm.
somebody who is better confident than me, so I also feel the same, and I want to learn from that person. So that attitude is very important. What type of attitude you have? If you feel, why shall I learn with this? She has just started 2 months before. No, even if she is not teaching, then also we can learn from everybody. So that attitude is very important.
Yeah, exactly. We should be determined that what
Yes.
we have to learn. Actually, I have seen when someone starts learning English, like if you just started learning English and it is your initial stage, right? So people don't want to open their mouth. They are not ready to open their mouth. They
Right.
think that what if I make mistake? And they have the fear and hesitation inside them of being judged by the people, mocked by the people, and they are being afraid of making mistakes,
True.
right? So they are not ready. So the person, if carry such kind of mindset, cannot be fluent within next year. So it
Right.
is really important to be determined that you have to achieve that thing until by the next year. Then you can achieve.
Right.
Otherwise, it becomes Herculean task for you.
Right. Right. Nothing is easy. Nothing comes without a price. You have to put in your what is that called? Blood, sweat, and effort. Until or unless you can't
Exactly.
learn. You can't learn any new skill. You remember when we started learning cooking? Was it easy? It was a daunting task. Yeah, but still we
Yes, yes,
learned.
exactly.
And still we are learning.
Mhm.
We are not perfect. All the dishes we
Exactly.
can't make. Yes. So cooking is
Mhm.
also one skill that we
Yes.
have been learning for so long, and still we are not master of it.
I still vividly remember, ma'am, when I started learning English, it was like a climbing on the mountain for me.
Right, right, right. Right. It
Yeah.
is the same.
And
It
now
is
I
the same.
think that after putting 2 years of efforts, I have climbed on the mountain.
Ah, yes, yes, of course. So it's a great journey for you, Pooja. One last question, and then I would wish to wrap up this session.
Yeah.
If you could change one habit, okay, because
Yes,
now
yes.
you are
What
a
would it be
proficient
and why?
speaker, okay,
Yeah.
so what would be that and why?
Okay, so that's an interesting question. I have asked this question to my student.
Okay, Arey
Yeah.
wow, very good. Wow, okay,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So actually, if I could change one habit, right? So it would be my behavior of speaking rapidly without thinking wisely. I just, whenever I am asked any question or I'm asked anything, I just give answer without thinking. So that is one thing that I would like to change. And second thing is also there that I would really like to change. That is my screaming a lot all the time. I just keep screaming on kids without any reason. If they do any kind of misdoings, I just start screaming. I start yelling at them. So this is also the behavior that I would like to change.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely. Lovely to accept your weak points.
Yeah.
Yes, you should not be screaming at your kids. Because just now
Yeah.
also, as you started recording, children were all around. Where will they go
Yes. Yes.
actually? Yeah. So we need to understand that.
Actually, children have the behavior of not listening to their parents in just one go. You know, they think that if their mother is trying to say them something, so she is barking like a dog.
No,
I, so
when
like
you
they force me to yell at them. They force me to flare upon them.
the same was the case with us, Pooja. We have forgotten because our parents remember. We were also the same kind of kids. Yes. So
So
we
I
were
don't have
also raised
tolerance
with
power, ma'am.
great difficulty. But yes, with time,
Yeah,
this upcoming generation is a little more hyper, I feel. And it's becoming difficult for parents to control their every action. Certain things can be controlled, but certain things they want to do it. No matter after that they are scolded, they are beaten, but still they want to do that. Yeah. Okay, Pooja.
exactly. Yeah.
So it was a lovely, lovely
So
session, and I enjoyed every bit of it. It was really
yeah,
energetic, confident conversation. So thank you so
yeah. Even I enjoyed a lot with you, ma'am, as it was our first interaction. So I did not even feel that where our time ran out
much.
while having conversation with each other.
This happens every time when we connect with anybody, because this
Uh-huh.
conversation engages us like anything. We are not able to track the time. The time is flying like anything. I have a class at 1 o'clock,
Yes, yes.
and then I saw, okay, it's hardly any time. So let me just wrap up this session.
Uh,
Okay. So thank you so much.
yeah.
Bye bye today.
Bye bye. Take care, you too.